What is going on YouTube? Setzer here for my first roof cleaning video. I'm excited about this one, guys. I had some technical issues, so bear with me, but it is a good job. There was a good product. The result was great. I got this job off Home Advisor. There's pros and cons to Home Advisor. If y'all would like to see a video on that, comment it below. But I got this job off Home Advisor. It's a fairly small one. It was just this first roof right here, the first story. And basically the guy wanted to get that cleaned because in the next year he's going to get the whole roof replaced. There were certain spots on the roof that he said were kind of starting to be a problem. So he's just going to have me clean this first story for aesthetics until then. So of course I got it done for him. It's going to be a good job. Of course I sprayed all of the shrubs, the plants, all the grass and everything beforewards with water, and I start to apply my roof cleaning chemical that I developed over the last couple years with my buddy, and I just kind of over the last 6 months I'd say really got it perfected, and it's really starting to become a very good product. So as you can see, I started here. This guy was really nice. I ensured him that 100% of the black was off, and that's something that I guarantee with this, guys, is that 100% of the black gets removed. Any of you roof cleaning guys would know that it is something that when it works, and when it doesn't, it doesn't. So when you finally find your product that works, you could kind of stick with it because it tends to work fairly well, and then at that point it's really just small things that you begin to tweak. So it's really good to get started early so that you could develop your tweaked final product and you could use it on as many houses as possible, guys. So this house was on the north side of San Antonio. It was at the end of a cul-de-sac, which is a difficult thing for getting more work, but you know, work is work. And as you can see, the house next to it kind of had a rough roof. The house next to it kind of had a dirty roof as well. So I'm hoping for a couple calls back on it, guys. I'll let y'all know how that goes. But I left a sign in the yard. I went and put cards in the neighbors' doors. That tends to work really well. From what I've seen in the past is that when you leave cards in the door, it kind of gives some recognition for the neighbors to be able to look at that sign and kind of have a conscious opinion of it every day. I think that it would enhance or encourage them to go to the person who actually got the roof cleaning done and kind of ask questions, see what's up. I know that a lot of times people don't want to call the business for more information, so they'd rather talk to the homeowner, see how their experience was, and go from that. So I always leave cards in at least the doors next to the house, and typically I go to houses further down the street and kind of leave cards all over the place. It's good to have as many cards as possible on you, in my opinion, so that you could give out as many as people are willing to take. So as you can see, I'm applying the soft wash in the video right here, and basically my soft wash mixture is about 1/3 bleach, and then I have a foaming agent, scenting agent, and a stabilizer that kind of tranquilizes the whole thing and makes the foaming agent and the scent agent spread evenly throughout the majority water and bleach itself. So the product works very well. This video is kind of rough. I had a hard time. Like I said, I was by myself, so I would begin to spray the roof and the drone would float off halfway through the video, so bear with me. I really I plan on having better videos in the future. Like I said, I'm gonna have somebody that is there with me so they could control the drone and make sure that it doesn't go all crazy like it did in this video. As you can see towards the end, I'll leave that in. So the people that watch all the way to the end, very thankful for y'all guys. Keep watching. I really appreciate it. Leave a like button, leave a comment. You know, 1 or 2 likes right now really is going to help me in the long run, but even more than that, it makes me feel good about the videos. So I appreciate everybody that watches, and I really appreciate everybody that likes and comments. Feel free to comment your opinions, questions, I'd be more than happy to answer questions, especially on the podcast, or not podcast, I'm sorry, on the videos themselves. So when you're watching, leave comments. The next videos, I'll be sure to answer your questions, any that you may have, maybe about the equipment or the process, or literally anything, guys. I've spent a lot of time trying to perfect this product, so I feel like I'm getting very close to being perfected on the product and the process. This video is kind of shabby. I was there at this job for about an hour, so as you could see in the beginning, it's hard to tell. That black kind of hangs on there a little bit longer than I would have liked to. Towards the right, it cleared up pretty quick, because the hose hadn't run through all the water that was in there yet, because of course I rinsed it out last time I used it, so it hadn't ran through all the water. So I kind of ran around in circles on the beginning part, because obviously right here I have to go back over it again, to kind of ensure that clean and make sure that 100% of the black gets off. That's what it's all about, guys. Very satisfying work. I enjoy it. I enjoy watching the stuff change. It's something that not a lot of people get to do, and in Texas there's no certifications that are required for this, so it's something that everybody could figure out. It's very similar to pressure washing, but it's the low PSI form of exterior cleaning. So like I said, guys, y'all figure it out, do your own research. I would love to answer any questions once again, but do your own research, come up with your own stuff. This job was $250, so that's just something that, small work. I was there for less than an hour. I spent about half of that on materials, but like I said, I was there for less than an hour, I'm sorry. And it turned out really well. As you can see right here in the video, I'm spraying the siding, because that was one extra thing that the gentleman asked me to do. There was a mold spot on the siding, and this stuff works just as well on roofs as it does siding, as it does any kind of brick. And so he asked me to spray that small part. I did it, and it went away before I looked back at that small part. So the stuff works well, and the beautiful part about it when using it on siding is you're able to guarantee no damage on that as well, because it's low PSI. And so if you're using high pressure on siding like that, typically you're gonna either blast granules out of rock or any type of concrete, and for painted surfaces you're gonna blast paint off as well, so you're not looking forward to doing that. I left this part in the video, guys, because it's embarrassing. I smacked the drone into the tree. I had to climb up the tree and get the drone out because it was stuck at the top, but I was going around to kind of get a better footage on it, and kind of a long day. I was having a hard day, and I totally was paying attention to the product at work and did not see the tree that I flew my brand new DJI into, but it survived. The drone's great. I love it so far, and I hope to have better footage to come. Next week, everybody be on the lookout for my yard sale video with my buddy Michael Pendergraft. We're going to get some footage tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be good. We're going to pick up some good products. The next video is going to be showing off what we bought, and hopefully in the future I'll have a video of what we sold. So everybody stay tuned, turn the notification bell on. Let me know what y'all think of these videos, guys. I really love feedback, so I appreciate it. And everybody stay good, take it easy, work hard, and think harder. Peace out.